Hi, I'm Alex Husti. I'm the Principal Dentist at Belle Dental Valentine. This is video 2 in my series on low biologic cost. In the last video, video 1, I discussed the basics of low biologic cost and explained in a general way what low biologic cost means. In this video, I'm going to outline why you haven't heard about low biologic cost and why it is critical to all aspects of your health, including your dental health. So to recap simply, low biologic cost treatment is any type of dental care that is 1. Preventative and or educational, 2. A keyhole procedure that has minimal intervention, 3. Purely or largely additive procedures, that is there's no subtraction of your tissues, and 4. Any reversible or largely reversible treatment. It is my observation that high biologic cost treatments have the following characteristics. 1. Are often not as reliable as your own teeth or low biologic cost treatments. 2. High biologic cost treatments have a high degree of irreversibility, which equals less future treatment choice. 3. High biologic cost treatments are very expensive or impossible to repair. That is, the treatment often has to be redone in totality, read expense, and further amplified biologic cost. By the way, what do you think is cheaper for a dental practice to deliver? High biologic cost treatment or low biologic cost treatment? The answer? Relative to the dental fee, high biologic cost is cheaper to deliver because you chip in with your tissue loss. That is a biologic cost, a price that no one speaks about. What do I mean by you chip in with your tissue loss? Let's talk about traditional crowns versus Belle Dental CRCs as an example. Look at this photo of one of my Belle Dental CRCs next to a traditional crown. Let me talk you through it. Firstly, this is where the margin of the traditional crown is versus the margin of the Belle Dental CRC. Which one do you think resulted in less tooth being removed? Yep, the Belle Dental CRC. Significantly less tooth loss. Why did the traditional crown require so much tooth loss? Answer: to hide the margin. Why hide the margin? Look back at the photo. The margin needs to be hidden because in a traditional crown, the margin is more often than not ugly. Look at the Belle Dental CRC margin. It's been blended in the adjacent tooth. Almost invisible. Which margin requires more skill to produce? The traditional crown or the Belle Dental CRC? Of course, I think the Belle Dental CRC. The traditional crown margin is produced in a laboratory. Yes, I know your dentist uses the best laboratory. Why then has the Australian dental laboratory marketplace been absolutely decimated by cheap Chinese dental laboratories? What sort of standards do these cheap Chinese dental labs hold? I don't know. They're in China. Next, look at the anatomy of the crowns. The traditional dental crown has all the anatomy of a pellet of chewing gum compared to the Belle Dental CRC. The cusp on the Belle Dental CRC are sharp and they look like a tooth. Remember, we want to create something that functions at least as good as your original tooth, the shape of which has evolved over 1 million years. So which crown requires more skill to produce the anatomy? The Belle Dental CRC, of course. I could go on, but the objective is not a brag fest. The objective is that you may make informed decisions about your health care. So it would appear from the above comparison between traditional crowns and Belle Dental CRCs that a significant factor behind the wholesale tooth destruction in the name of a traditional crown is based on the skill or lack of skill of the dentist who is providing the service. This is where things get interesting. Many people think that a dentist is a dentist is a dentist. And certainly this is what many corporations infiltrating the dental sector would have you believe. Yet this is never the case in any industry at any level of service. There's always good operators and there's always indifferent operators. So if you're partly or completely indifferent to your dental care, you don't need to be discriminating about your choice of dentist. And if this is your thoughts, I would expect that if you haven't already left this video, you'll be leaving very soon. For those of you who are interested in making an informed decision about your dental care, here's the rub. You haven't heard about low biologic cost because low biologic cost is restricted to skilled dentists. These skilled dentists often operate alone and they don't have the same advertising voice as the corporations. Corporations can't afford to employ these skilled dentists. Instead, they lobby governments to increase the number of dental schools and create an oversupply of young, inexperienced dentists. Who pays the price? The conscientious operators in the marketplace and of course, you. Remember, you pay with a higher biologic cost. A higher biologic cost that can be delivered more cheaply with an inexperienced operator, a cheap dental laboratory and economies of scale where you become a number. That's why you haven't heard of low biologic cost. In a society where foresight extends as far as the next quarterly profit announcement and corporations hold the megaphone of advertising, these large dental providers need someone to pay a price, and that's you. Consider your healthcare choices. Delve into your options and don't always believe the big players, especially when everything comes down to price. In healthcare, the cheapest is often the most expensive and the most innovative can be the best investment. Thanks for listening to a fairly heavy topic today. My next video is much lighter. It will outline how planning and procedural care can minimise your dental care needs and improve your dental health as well as saving you money. I look forward to our next meeting. For those of you still interested in more detail around this topic, please click on the video, The Economics of Biologic Cost.